Hello everyone. So might get a little loud because we have some traffic going by here. So we picked up a new fridge, and this is the one made by Power. I guess it's called the Lioncooler. So this has a built-in battery, so it can run 10 hours on its own battery without having to be plugged into the truck, and then you can recharge it by solar panel. There haven't been a ton of unboxing or reviews online, so I don't have much experience with these fridges, but we're going to see how it does. What kind of spawned all this is what we've been using, and this is a 50 quart, and this is just a regular old Igloo box. Not much insulation, really thin, and it hasn't been working that great. Maybe a couple days, and ice is completely water. So we decided we needed to upgrade. I had originally gotten the Igloo BMX 52 quart, so it would have been the exact same size as this, just different dimensions, and it's a fully insulated one. They actually get really good reviews. But we decided that might as well go to a fridge. And this one is actually a fridge freezer, so you can actually freeze it the night before, and a bottle of water in there or whatever, and then you can take it out. So go ahead and get this thing opened up here. And as of right now, we don't have a solar panel for it. It is something I'm looking into. I'm not really sure what solar panel I want to get. If we want to do a foldable or like a suitcase, which are the hard ones. Not 100% sure yet. I don't know if I said it or not, but this is a 40 liter, so it's a 42 quart. So it's about 10 quarts smaller than that. But when you don't have to put ice in it, I think it's about the same size. So, there she is there. I don't know if there's a inside. We've got charger. This one, charger from the wall. Yeah, charger for your cigarette lighter. This thing looks pretty long too. And then I only know because I've been doing a little research, so and then MC4 connectors and for a solar panel, and this actually looks really long, which is good because this is the reason I wanted to wait to buy a solar panel, because I wanted to see how long the MC4 cables were, because some solar panels, you can hook one directly to this. Some solar panels just come with them coming right out of the back of the panel, so you don't get a lot, so it's nice to know that I have a lot of space to work with this. It says wall charge time is about 4 hours, car charge time is about 4 hours, and solar charging with 105 watt solar panel is about 4 hours. On battery time, it says it'll run about 10 hours on refrigeration and about 5 hours on freezing. We're going to go ahead and we're going to test the refrigeration out. On the top here, looks like we have a nice little kind of like anti-skid rubbery, I don't know, mat for a phone, I guess. You can actually, go ahead and take this off here.
That's my job.
That is your job, sorry. So this is actually smart, so it can connect to your phone, and you can adjust everything through your phone. It also has a USB cable here to charge your phone, or whatever device you might have. Two little, probably useless cup holder deals. The other thing I do like about this is it does have a telescoping handle, And then wheels to roll around. That wheel looks a little crooked there. I wonder if it's not tight. What's the deal? Yeah. I think that just is how it is. They feel tight. It's not hurting it the way it's rolling, but it's kind of interesting. Might have to contact them about that one. They're nice wheels though. I mean, they're good rubber. I just don't know why that's so loose on there.
It does look really loose.
It's not really loose, it looks bent.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh? We'll contact them about that one. This side's not as bad. Should be better than that though. And the front side here, this is where the battery is. So you just clip these guys in, and then there's your battery pack. So it's a 173 watt hour battery. As a size comparison here, so this is 52 quarts, this is 42 quarts. So it's a little bit taller. Front to back, if you include the wheels, pretty close in size. And then obviously it's, you know, pretty good amount wider. That's just because you have all the electronics and whatnot, and having its own battery probably takes up a little bit more space as well. Then inside here, which I'm sure Stephanie's gonna actually love, there's an LED light in here, so you can see what's going on.
That is
see your
nice.
stuff. Goes pretty deep under here. It's got a drain.
Ooh, the drain's nice too.
Drain plug.
That one doesn't have a drain, and it's kind of a pain.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and get it charged up, and then we'll do some testing on it. And I'll go ahead and send an email over to Acco Power and see if they're going to do anything about the wheel, and I'll keep you updated on that too. We're going to go ahead and plug this guy in now and see what we got. If I took that off. Alright. Well, the screen beeped, but didn't actually turn on, so I'll go ahead and turn it on. 98 degrees Fahrenheit in there. So let's go ahead and turn this down. Go ahead and go as low as it'll go.
-4.
-4. And we'll see. It's already at 9. It already went down 3 degrees. That's pretty quick. So go ahead and do this. We'll get it completely cooled down. All right, I got this thing down, so it's showing -1 degrees right now. Not showing 0. Now just kick back on because it's set at -4 still. Battery's on full. We got, says it has a full battery there. So it is pre-chilled. We're going to put it back in economy mode. Alright, so we're back in economy mode. I'm going to go ahead and put the temperature up to 38 degrees. As if we were using it. I've seen another review where it lasted 12 hours for them, so we're going to do this overnight and we'll see what we're at in the morning. Alright, so we're at 38 degrees. And we have a chilled 1 gallon bottle of water. We're just gonna do it with this for tonight, and then we'll put some food in it and do it again with it completely full. So I'm gonna put this 1 gallon of water in there.
I do like the light.
And we're at 38 degrees. We'll go ahead and unplug. Well, I guess when you unplug it,
What happened?
oh. Okay, so I didn't read the manuals. You actually have to turn the battery on. So now it's on. Now you can see it's at 5 degrees, 6 degrees. Set at 38. It's on economy mode. And we'll see how long it lasts.
And what time is it?
Oh, sorry. And it is
9:06.
9:06.
Steph's 24-hour clock.
9:07.
Pilot
So
time.
we'll see if we usually wake up about 7:30, so that's 10 and a half hours. So it should easily last that long with just that in it.
Yeah. Perfect.
Well, one thing about this display that I just figured out right now is right here there's an L, and it was on H a second ago. And all that is the voltage cutoff. So H would have cut it off at 12 volts. Then there's also a cutoff at, I think it's 11 and a half, or maybe it's 10 and a half. I'll have to check in the app. But I went ahead and put it on L, which is a cutoff at 9 volts. And that's what comes actually standard on it. So alright, it is 23:04, so 11:04, and we're gonna go to bed. But we got 41 degrees Fahrenheit, 12.5 volts. It does drop when the compressor turns on. Actually, it turned on right now. So it does drop. There you go. Just drop 0.3, 0.4 volts, 0.5 volts. So it'll go down to about 36, 37 before it kicks back off. So we'll see what it's at in the morning. Alright, so it's 8:20 in the morning, so it's been, I guess, 11 hours and almost 15 minutes. And still 11.2 volts. I'm quite surprised about that. It's been probably about 75-ish degrees in here all night. So we'll keep you updated. But I mean, it's been 13. I would say this thing's will stay cold for at least 14 hours. Like, even if it shuts off. Oh, there, it just shut off. It only said 9.5 volts, but maybe there's something different about what the app says. I'll have to look that up. Alright, so the battery's dead. So that was, I think, 13 hours and 40 minutes. It's pretty dang good. I mean, my big worry is overnight if thing's going to stay charged. Because we are going to get a solar panel for it, so during the day we should be able to charge it up completely. Then it'll run off the solar panel during the day. And then if we need to, we can run it off my truck too to charge it or whatever, and then use the solar panel to charge the battery on the truck. So we're going to go ahead and plug her back in here. Get it charged back up. Well, I'm not exactly sure how long it took, but we were gone for about 3.5 hours, and it's fully charged. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug it, and we'll do the same test tonight with more food in it. Alright, so we're going for round 2 in the fridge. This is the temperature that it is in the room. So it's going to be realistic, so it's something kind of like sitting overnight, even in a warmer area, sitting in a vehicle. So we're going to This is going to be more realistic. Got a bunch of stuff here that we'll probably take out with us. So, we set it to -4 a couple hours ago. So it's been pre-chilling, just like if we were going out. So we'll go ahead and kick it up to 38 like we were. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn on the battery. I don't know if it'll work this way or not if I turn the battery on first. Okay, I'll go ahead and unplug it from the wall. So it did work, so go ahead and put it onto economy mode. Unplug it completely. And we'll load it up. Alright, babe, what do we got going in here?
Alright, so I'm gonna load her up. I'm gonna start with, we're gonna put this water in here, right?
Yep, so this water has just been sitting out in the room. I took it out earlier. So it's like 78 degree water, so I want to test how, how much that's going to bring it down. That'll put a little more stress on it, trying to cool a gallon of water back down.
Yep. Alright, I got some half and half, which fits nicely next to that water. I got some mayonnaise, if you like to put that in here.
Yeah, the back's got kind of an angle on it.
And some mustard. We have some eggs. And, beer.
Beer.
Plenty of beer.
So all the stuff in this bucket here was in the fridge, just like if you were going out. So pre-chilled the fridge. All this stuff came out of the fridge.
Also got some LaCroix, because I need those.
Yep. Might need to move some stuff around. This will also give us a little indication of how much we can take with us, which is nice. Because we're going from that 50 quart ice chest to 42 quarts, so. Or sorry, 52 quart ice chest to 42 quarts.
I got some veggie sausages and some meat sausages.
Some what?
Some meat sausages. A salad. Some butter. Which we've actually yet to pack on a camping trip, but I've always wanted it and not had it, so I'm packing it. I have some cream cheese. I got some yogurt. And I have some Swiss cheese.
Alright, so got that in there. Got our light so we can see in there, which is Stephanie's favorite thing actually about it.
Yep. There's plenty of room.
Yeah,
We
and
needed some more stuff.
yeah, still plenty of room, so we'll close it up here. Shut. We're at 13 degrees Fahrenheit. Where's your phone, babe?
Oh, right here.
So it's probably actually, see, it's going up pretty quick. 12.6 volts, and it's 2052, so it's 8:52. And we'll give a little update before we go to bed. Alright, it's time for bed, but we're at 36 degrees, 12.1 volts. It still says the battery's full, and it is 11:15 at night. And we'll see you in the morning. Alright, so it's the morning. It's 72 in this room right now. And cooler's at 35 degrees, 11.1 volts. We'll see how much longer it goes. It is. Let me do that. And it is 7:13 in the morning, so yeah, we'll see how much longer it goes. So it just kicked back on. We're like 20 minutes away from 12. 20 minutes away from 12 hours. See how much longer it's gonna go. I don't know if it's gonna make it to 13 hours like it did yesterday, but we'll see. But it's 8:34 right now. Alright, so it's just kicked back on now. I'm pretty sure that it is going to turn off on this cycle. Alright, so it's down to 9.6, and I remember yesterday, once it hit 9.5, it shut the fridge off. There it goes. So it's 9:20, I think we started at 8:52, so 12 and a half hours. So we lost about a half an hour, with the fridge having this amount of stuff in it, which isn't too bad. But we're going to go take it, put it on the truck, throw it on charge with the fridge on, and we're going to see how much it drains my battery, just charging the battery with the fridge on, and I'll try to keep track of it. So the truck is a mess because I got a bunch of camping gear in it because we're not at home, we don't have a storage unit or anything, but so it's still off. Go ahead and plug it in. So on this side over here is the plug, and it should be long enough to reach the front, and my front plug is on all the time. Alright, so looks like there's a really bad voltage drop. So let me turn on the battery and see if that changes anything. Alright, so I just turned the battery on, and it is running right now. Let me go back. So I was showing 12 volts even on the battery a second ago, so I was trying to figure out what was going on. Let me go back and check what it is now. Okay, so it's at 11.96 now. I'm assuming that the wiring through the truck is got a really bad voltage drop. Well, we'll come back and we'll check it in a couple minutes here. Alright, so it's been about 10 minutes. Voltage is still going up very slowly through the truck. So we're going to see how long this takes. I mean, it says 4 to 5 hours, so that could be realistic. Well, I mean, it's going up. 10.9 now. That still just has 1 on it. So it's been an hour and 10 minutes since I last checked. It's up to 11 now. It's not running. It's still showing just 1 bar on it. Yeah, this seems like it's going to take a while. It is getting a lot warmer in the truck. So I already knew that I had some issues with my auxiliary ports, so I fixed that. It still seems to be doing the same exact thing though, where it's only seeing like 6 to 8 volts on the panel here. I'm not sure what the heck is going on with that. So I will say that, as I was pulling the cigarette lighters apart, or the auxiliary ports apart, the wiring is very small. But I checked voltage at the auxiliary ports, and I checked voltage actually at the at this guy down here at the plug, and it's getting 12 volts to that plug, but for some reason it's only showing 6 on here. It'll actually error out right now if I try to turn it off. So I'm going to start the truck, and I'm going to see if that makes any difference whatsoever. Alright, so it's at 11.2 now already, so I mean, it definitely is some type of voltage draw issue, but we'll give it a little bit more time. We'll see where it goes to. Well, it's at 11.6 now, and that's saying 2 bars, so it's definitely charging way faster with the truck running. Okay, just some food for thought here. Output voltage on this AC/DC adapter is 14.5 volts, 6 amps. So if you take that into consideration, if your car is not running, there's no way it's ever going to output 14.5 volts. So, and as I was thinking about it, if you trying to get the battery in the cooler to 12.6 volts, yet your battery, is what, 12.8 volts under resting if it's a good battery, and it's going to get drawn down because it's trying to charge it and trying to run it. There's no way that'll ever happen. So that's some food for thought with this cooler that you might want to think about if you're thinking about getting this cooler. So I'm going to go ahead and just give up for now because I don't want to keep my truck running all day. And I'm going to, so if you're driving, it probably will charge. Now that everything is unplugged, it does say 11.3 volts, and it does say it's just over half charge. I'm gonna see what happens when it runs, because I feel like it's gonna draw it down a bunch. But I feel like most of that happened with the truck running for 20 minutes. It turned on now. There's nothing in it. It immediately dropped to 10.5 volts. So we'll see what happens. I'll be right back when it it kicks back off. It took a while for it to shut off because there's nothing in it. It just has a lot of air to cool. And now it's at 10.9. So yeah. Final thoughts on the fridge, and sorry for some background noise, just because we're next to the road here. I had contacted ACO Power, I think is what they call themselves, about the wheel, and they came back and said it's a normal thing that they're a little bit loose. Oh, I sent them another video about what the wheel looked like at the hub level, and they went ahead and sent me back a video of one they had that was exactly the same way. So I feel like the quality, I mean, if their wheels are that bad, and I understand it's just a wheel, it's not part, and it rolls, and that's fine. If the quality is that bad though on, even just the wheels, what's going on internally, and like, where are these being made? So I kind of just had a bad feeling about it. The other thing is, so I had it set at 35, and it was around 35 at the bottom. It was pretty accurate there. But when it came to the top of the fridge, it was about 17 degrees warmer on a normal basis, and that's in a room that's 75 degrees. So if it's sitting in my truck and it's 90 degrees out, I can't imagine that's going to be, any better. That's probably a lot worse. So I don't like the fact that it's 52 degrees at the top, 35 degrees at the bottom. And maybe that's normal. I don't know. So we ended up actually just sending it back because I wasn't too happy with, the kind of their response about even just the wheels. So, in the long run, if I have an issue, what's going to happen? They at least responded to me very fast. So, I give them that. The customer service on that part, the response times were really good. I don't know, something about it didn't feel good to me, and I feel like maybe it's because it's trying to be two things at once. It's trying to be a battery bank to run a fridge, and it's also trying to be a fridge. So we ended up actually going with a different fridge and then a battery bank, which I will go ahead and do a little review on those as well. All that being said, I don't think it was the right fit for us. The wheels kind of got in the way as I was trying to put it in the truck. I just don't think it was the right fit for us. Now there's some, if you're going out for, going to the beach or something and you don't want to carry an extra battery bank, fine, that's great. It would work awesome for that. Now out in the sun all day, I don't know how cold it's going to stay, at least towards the top. So that's something to consider. Besides that, it seemed fine, I guess, just not for our application. So, hope you enjoyed that little review there, and we'll see you next time.